Hey there, boaters. I'm Captain Stacey Hanrahan, and welcome to Wednesday's episode of The Boaters TV. First up, our Captain's Caption photo was provided by Jake Hodges. We'll reveal the caption of the day at the end of the show. Coming up in Did You Know? Navigating the legal shoals in this week's Mad Mariner Report. Owning a boat may come with plenty of fun times, but it also comes with plenty of responsibilities, and it's easier than you may think for a mariner to get into hot water. Maritime attorney John Fullwheeler shares with us 12 don'ts for staying out of trouble. Like, don't deep six your boat's insurance policy in a desk drawer. Be sure to read and understand your policy. You'd hate to realize after something happens that your insurance doesn't cover it. And don't even dream of getting close enough to touch a whale or approach a warship. There's a law that prohibits vessels from coming within 100 yards of a humpback whale. And if you violate the security zone around a warship, you've committed a felony and could be looking at both prison time and a six-figure fine. Don't ignore the Coast Guard's instructions to heave to for a boarding. The Coast Guard does have the right to board your boat under almost any circumstance, especially in this post-9/11 world. Don't sail on after striking a navigational aid. The Coast Guard requires that you report any incidents. They, along with the auxiliary, work very hard to make sure navigational aids are properly placed and working correctly for the safety of all mariners. Don't overpower your runabout. Besides being dangerous, an outboard oversized for your boat will probably invalidate your insurance coverage. Most boats up to 20 feet display the maximum horsepower allowance on a small plate mounted near the stern's vessel. To read all of John's don'ts, including don't sink your boat and don't think a lawsuit will never happen to you, go to www.madmariner.com. Next up in smooth sailing, take a ride on a junk boat. Two men, 2,000 miles, and 15,000 plastic bottles. Dr. Marcus Erickson and environmentalist Joe Pascal are currently sailing to Hawaii on a vessel called Junk. Junk was appropriately named as it's made out of garbage, mostly donated by the Burbank Recycling Center. The vessel is comprised of part of a 310 Cessna floating on 6 pontoons that are filled with thousands of plastic bottles inside mesh bags that are made of stray fishing nets. Why are they doing this? Because they say our oceans are turning into plastic soup. Their journey is part of the Algalita Marine Research Foundation's ongoing mission to raise awareness of the growing problem of plastics fouling our oceans. The men left Long Beach in early June and hope to make the trip to Hawaii within 7 weeks. But since they're basically drifting their way there, the voyage duration will depend on wind and weather conditions. Along the way, they'll be collecting ocean surface samples and reporting their findings via an online blog. By the way, the Cessna fuselage is more than another piece of junk. It's there as a radar reflector for passing ships. Since the men don't have a lot of control over the maneuverability of their vessel, they want to be sure they're easily spotted on radar. If you're interested in following the crew's journey, go to junkraft.blogspot.com. Now in ship's domain, news from the folks at TheBoaters.com. The folks behind the scenes at TheBoaters.com have recently enhanced the site's Places feature. So we'd like to share with you some of the fun new things you can do with it. On TheBoaters.com, each of your boats has a specific profile page. You, as an individual, have a profile page, and now every place will have a profile page as well. In other words, every place that someone adds to the map on TheBoaters.com will have a unique web address. For example, Leonard has added Boca Chica. So this place's address on TheBoaters.com is www.theboaters.com/places/Boca_Chica. Why is this good news? Because now you can create a special page for each of your favorite places. On the page, you can add photos of the location, share information, and start a conversation about it. Each place profile also shows who from the Boaters has been there. You can add a place by clicking on Add next to Places on your dashboard or profile. There is also an Add Place button on the upper right-hand corner of the map in the Explore function. After creating a place, let others know about it by sharing its unique web address on a forum post or in an email to a friend. That way, others can add their own pictures, comments, or information about the location. If you want to search for existing places, use the Explore function. If you find a place you've been to, click on the I've Been Here red button. Places can be classified as one of 6 types: marinas, dive sites, fishing spots, raft-ups, anchorages, or other. You can start having fun with the Enhance Places feature today. Share knowledge of the places you've been and find out about places you may want to visit in the future. Check it all out at www.theboaters.com. Now it's time to reveal Stacey's Sealebrity profile pick of the day, which is Captain Emily Holding and her 17-foot Enterprise, Prunella. Emily is in the Sea Cadets. She loves sailing, canoeing, and windsurfing. But she's also rowed in national competitions. Welcome to the Boaters, and congrats on your Sealebrity status. And finally today, the Captain's caption of the day is Brewski, submitted by CJ Hughes. And that'll do it for this episode of The Boaters TV. See you back here on Friday.